Hello. Hello on a Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What date is today? The 23rd. Wednesday the 23rd. And I've got a couple of things I'd like to get your opinion. And I'm just checking quickly if we are live as well. I can see it on Facebook. Yes. Just 1 second. It's on Facebook, but let me see if it's also streaming in the group, because I definitely want you to have access, obviously. All right, yeah, it's streaming in the group as well. So perfect. Well, welcome to a beautiful, at least here, beautiful Wednesday. And today I've got a couple of things. So Seth is on the flight. He's leaving for California. And he sent me a couple of things he wanted me to ask you guys, because we're working on obviously new features every single week for Blend Precisely. So he currently is working on the aromatherapy type of cosmetic blending. And I wanted to get your input. He sent me a small video. It's by all means not done yet, but it most likely will be released this weekend, this coming weekend, where we have the possibility to do percentage blending, as well as it will show up in grams and with the prices as well. So this one is especially important for the ones who actually would like to go more into the cosmetic blending arena. And I know there are a few classes out there geared more and more towards aromatherapists as well, where we actually start blending like cosmetic formulators. And I like that a lot, because there's a lot of accuracy behind formulations. And it pretty much leaves the counting of drops away. We're using a scale more and more, and for essential oils as well as for all the other ingredients. And so we are preparing that right now, that you can use it in Blend Precisely as well. So for our current users, it will be available, and then we will have another bigger version coming out, even more with the phases, like the oil phase and the water phase and the additives and everything else. But for now, we will be able to do already percentage blending very soon, hopefully this weekend. But as I said, Seth is on an airplane, almost on an airplane. He's right now at the Lisbon airport, and he's going to California, but he wanted me to show you this one video, and I will explain a little bit around it, because there's no voice behind it. And then you can tell me what you think. Right now, the grams and prices will not show up in the video, because it's literally in production, not in production. It's being developed right now. But definitely let me know what you think, and what if you can use it, and how you will use it. So if you have a chance to comment, if you watch it later, let me know. So I'm going to add the video to the stream right now. Let me choose the big screen and take me. I hope you can see that. It's a little bit, it might be a little bit too small, actually. Let me see if I can make it bigger for myself. Oh, it is a small video. Anyway, let me just pause it here for a moment, and let me explain you, because I think the quality is not as high right now. So over here, you have now the mode where you can switch back and forth in cosmetic mode. We call it right now cosmetic mode. And then you will be able to put in your total weight of your product. So let's say you would like to make a 100-gram product. You can put this in here, and then let me just go ahead. I'm so sorry, because I was hoping the screen would be a little bit better. So you're using then, he literally sent it to me from the airport. You would be using, like he added a carrier oil right now, and it's here saying percentage. And the percentage with this one will be added. Then you will have grams and price show up. So if you make a 100-gram product, it will show up with 95% here, 95 grams over here, and then the price to it, and the same one over here. So 5% of allspice, for example, he put in percentage, then the gram will be automatically calculated, and then also the price will show up. Now here on top, you will be able to add any kind of weight. So if you make a 8-ounce product, for example, or a 240-gram product, you can then add these ones up. If these ones will not add up to 100%, you will be notified that your formulation is not currently at 100%. But in general, you will be able to see. Let me just add me back to the screen here. In general, you will be able to see here then the total amount of grams, and then it works. So it will basically work itself backwards. So if you start out with a 100-gram product, you will then add all of your oils, and then you will need to make the decision. Obviously, we can't make that decision, but how much of the oils you will be adding percentage-wise, and then it will calculate automatically the grams for you and milliliters, because you will be using a scale, right? So scales will show everything. The most accurate way is grams. And then you will be able to actually see everything calculated out immediately here. So that is what he's working on, and most likely we will push this to production this weekend. It might be a week later, depending what kind of bugs we will still find. Obviously, we want to make sure that everything goes out correctly to you. That's a pretty big addition. And it will allow you to either calculate everything in cosmetic mode, or it will allow you to still use the traditional the traditional way of aromatherapy blending, which we see still often use the drops and ounces and tablespoons and teaspoons and so on. But we are now catering much more and more to the crowd who would like to do the type of formulation you're seeing more and more in the world of aromatherapy as well, which is beautiful. So that is one part. I wanted to see if I can get some feedback from you guys, what you think about it. I'm sorry that the resolution wasn't that great. I wish it would be better, but as soon as I have a chance to get my hands on it, I'm going to do a screen share for sure. I'm gonna try something quickly, but I don't think I will be able to see it because it's on his machine. Give me just 1 second. Let me see. I think you can still see me most likely, but I can see if I actually have access to it too. Hi, Tracy. Okay, wait a second. I'm going to remove this screen here. This is great. It's one more manual step to eliminate. How will this show up on the PDF? So yeah, that's the next. It's a really good question. So the PDF basically, probably we will have 2 different PDFs where we're going to be able to say, would you like to print the cosmetic PDF or the regular PDF? So if you have any ideas or wishes where you can see that the way you would want it, definitely bring it on and send it to me, either here in the comments or hello@blendprecisely.io. Either way will work. But yeah, so the printout will definitely show also the percentage then if we go that way. Sylvia is asking, is cosmetic blending a separate app that we need to subscribe to? Sylvia, no, you're in luck. This version right now here, everybody who's currently part of Blend Precisely will be grandfathered into this, and you will not sign up for a new app in this case. We will go more into cosmetic blending, where we really create phases and everything else, and add way more cosmetic products. So that might become a different version. But this one, as it is right now, with the percentage and everything else, will be available to you. Yeah, I like it. Because that is just, I think I'd like to see more and more aromatherapists actually go the route of accurate blending. It's obviously up to everyone out there, but I think it is important that we are able to scale our products, and that way we can only do it in grams and percentages, and also that we actually can recreate our blends accurately every single time, because we cannot do this with drops. We know that already, but with the percentages, we will see, I think, more and more recipes coming out that say, I don't know, 2.5% of this, 0.8% of lavender, maybe 2% of vitamin E or something else. So all you need to do is put in the percentages of each of the products, and then it will give you the weight immediately, and then the price obviously too. Yeah, exactly. I really like this one too. This one has been actually, we have been talking to Tisserand, Hannah and Robert almost a year ago, where we mentioned in August, it will be a year, where we talked about cosmetic blending. And I see the absolute need for it, but it does take time. It takes time, it takes money, it takes a lot of bugs recreating and so on. So I've been waiting for this one to come out for quite a while. Let me quickly see if I have the, oh yeah, you know what? It might not. So I'm gonna go and share my screen quickly so it's a little bit more visible to you. But it's not, as I said, not fully working yet. So just bear with me. I'm gonna show you the screen here. And then you should be able to see this one. So this one again is quality in the quality control environment. So here you can basically choose then cosmetic mode, and then you will be able to enter your recipe. I don't know if it's grams or milliliters, whatever you work in, and then. Okay, yeah, so it's not coming up on QA right now, but basically down here below, you would be seeing the percentages and everything else. So I don't have it available in my environment. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Seth's was the most accurate one I could find. Okay, so I've got two more questions for you. Seth is really wanting to change a color in the background, and he wants to somehow make the screens come out more. So he sent me 2 screenshots, and he wants to have your input. And if not, that's totally cool too. Or if it is just something along those lines, that's good too. So I'm going to share my screen one more time, and you tell me what you think. Add to stream. So I'm gonna share you. So first of all, you know that normally it comes up like this. It has white, it has a little bit of our fairies in the background, because I feel like aromatherapists are all fairies running around and making people happy. But he said he would like to differentiate these a little bit more. So he sent me this one, and he can also get the fairies more in, just more as an opaque kind of view, or this color as well. So do you guys feel like it is better to maybe have an overview, or it's actually easier for the eye to get some color behind it? So he sent me this one, and he sent me this one. These are part of our branding colors. This blue would match this blue over here. Not that it's very important to you, but these are 2 screenshots he sent. So basically, this is what we have right now. And let me go maybe more out as well, so you will see it. And then he sent me this version, the blue, and then more of the green. So he wanted to see what your input is. All right, let's see. Green is very nice on the eyes. I like the green very much. Okay, so I must agree that the green actually feels a little bit softer on the eyes than the blue. The blue seems very aggressive, cold a little bit to me, but I'm seeing if, so this is the green and it's a bit more, but yeah, I mean, that is just, again, a mock-up as well. And he said, can you please ask that when you go live today? So sure enough, I'm asking that. So green, blue, or leave it as it is. Can I actually, yeah. Yes, love adding color. It just pops out. Okay, let's see. Let me just remove the screen. Sylvia, yes, love adding color. It just pops out and defines each area better. I prefer green too. Yes, yes, I agree. It definitely makes a difference. And he did like it better as well, that it pops. But here's a thought. Consider darkening that yellow boxes and see if that helps. Okay, the yellow, Tracy, the yellow boxes, you mean, you might mean, thank you. I love that. You might mean these ones around here. Do you mean the box where it says blend ingredients, container parts, and recipes, Tracy? Let me know. So make those ones maybe a little bit darker and just leave the rest as it is. And yeah, let me know what you think. Yes, that's it. Okay. So Tracy said, yes, that's it. So make those ones a little bit more yellow and pop out. Okay, we can try that too before we go live, because it needs to be pleasing to your eyes as well as to mine when I create blends. Please, the green. Let's see. Yes, I can. Oh, that's Patty. Patty, you say the green. Okay, okay. I can only see the Facebook user here, but because it's in a group. So Patty says, please, the green. And Sylvia says, yes, those. I agree with Tracy. Okay, so I'm going to try to see if he can create a version with the yellow in there as well. And then we will see. So there's one more. The green is easier. The blue was a harsh contrast, but I think it's because of the two colors. I agree. The blue was a bit too harsh for my eyes as well. The green was a little bit nicer. Yes, love adding color. It just pops out. Exactly. Okay, great. Yeah, wonderful. No, that's exactly what he wanted to know. So I will send him this live and he can look at it himself and say what he wants. He's going to be over in California for the next 4 weeks for sure. So there will be an 8-hour time difference, but we'll make it work all. All right. Well, this is it for today. So cosmetic blending, everybody who sees a replay of this one, let us know your thoughts. Tracy had a good point. How will the printout look like? Tracy, let me know how you would like the printout to look like. Do you want to have the cosmetic blending, then print out? I can't guarantee anything, but I like to get your feedback as always, because we want to make it as good as possible for you. And then the colors, I will see that Seth can maybe make the yellow darker in the cases, and then I will send a screenshot actually through. Anybody has any other questions? Let me know. I'm gonna just stick around for a few more half seconds. Yeah, Sylvia, me too. Looking forward to the cosmetic editions. Exactly. Wondering actually, Sylvia, in your school, are you being taught cosmetic blending already too, a little bit more, the percentage blending? Or is it still with drops a lot? I know you're going through the program right now, but I'm curious what they're teaching you. Let me know. And I see. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm just in general, if you can let me know in your school, have you been taught drops or already more percentages grams? Whoever's going through the certification program right now, I would love to hear what your school is teaching you, because we have input from different schools as well. But I think in general we should be heading towards formulation and not recipes anymore. Somebody said it right, recipes are for cooking, but formulation is definitely much more along where we should be, because we know that the oils are medicine, so we should treat it as such. Okay, so Sylvia, I haven't reached the formulation section yet. I would guess based on what is in the program so far that it is included. They are very current with info. Okay, well, we'll wait and see. Let me know if there's any other thoughts in general. I will look at the comments surely again after we are done with the live today. One more. I'm being taught percentages and drops. I prefer percentages. I think that's Margaret. Okay, yeah, Margaret. Okay, that's great. I mean, at least you're being taught percentages already, and that's great. Which school do you go to, Margaret? Okay, Tracy says, and this is off topic, did you go to the NAHA conference? Anything new trending from there? No, I have not been to the NAHA conference. And I think if anybody has gone to the NAHA conference, please let us know. That is definitely a good question. And maybe we can actually also ask that in the Aromatherapist in Business group, in case people have gone, then we can ask them. So that would be really good to know. Thanks for asking, Tracy. I'm looking down. Patty says, I love these lives. That's you, Patty. Thank you. Okay, Margaret, you say Aroma Head Institute. That's great. I'm glad, because when I did my certification at the Aroma Head Institute, and the percentage there was not in there, and that was a few years back. So I'm glad they're adding it. And then Patty says as well that she has been certified by the Aroma Head Institute. Yeah, great school. Okay, well, good. Well, let me know. Everybody's thoughts are very welcome, and I will definitely make sure that I bring these information to Seth, and then we will see. And I will obviously put an announcement out as soon as we have the cosmetic blending live, because I think it's a super important thing for all of us. All right. Well, have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone. And for me, it's evening. It's 5:21 p.m. right now. And I know for many of you, it's still the afternoon or even the morning. So have a really, really beautiful day. Okay, I will talk to you soon, everyone. Bye-bye. Ciao.